What's up, guys? Stas here. So I want to do a quick chart breakdown here on Palantir, go over how it did today in the midst of a pretty nasty red day. I'm sure you guys saw by now we had the Russell down 2.5% on the day, with the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Dow each going down around 0.9 to 1.1%, and we had a lot of volatility. The VIX was up 5.5%, and even the metals saw some red, which you guys, I'm sure, have seen. The metals have been exploding. Today we had gold down about 0.5% as silver pretty much broke even, but earlier it was in the red as well. So yeah, let's break down Palantir, maybe the index a bit more, and some other stocks later in the video. So hit the like button, guys. Make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on TikTok and on Twitter or X. Those are linked down below, guys. And with that being said, let's dive into it. And if you don't want to check out the link, just go on Twitter or TikTok, Stas Talk Stocks, Stasser Fest, type one of those in or both, and you'll find me on there, guys. And yeah, let's dive into it. So Palantir went down 1.7% on the day today, down 39 cents, and we were actually down even more in the morning. We hit $22 on the open, roughly. Right before open, actually. So at one point, we were down about 3.5% on Palantir, and mind you, we were down heavily in the morning because at 8:30 a.m. we got the CPI data on the East Coast, and that's kind of where we saw the most red on the day. And Palantir again got down to $22 per share. And then we saw a bit of a rally at open. If I zoom in a bit, this is a typical V-shaped recovery, if you will, from $22 all the way to $22.70. And that's kind of where we consolidated for a couple of hours. Then we drifted off into close, where we closed at $22.40. And notice this, guys. Very, very important. Notice how yesterday a big level of support was at about $22.50-60. Notice how we failed to get back out of that today. That's actually not the best sign overall for the bulls. You guys can see clearly we struggled to break out of the mid-22s today, and that's where we held as support yesterday. You guys can see. So, and mind you, we drifted off into close after getting rejected in the mid-22s. So clearly, Palantir could be seeing more downside. It's possible. Not saying for sure it's going to happen, but we could potentially be seeing more downside on Palantir stock, which honestly is not the worst thing ever. If we pull up this 10-day chart, we might be testing these lows tomorrow, guys, maybe at some point later this week or at some point next week, but it sure looks like we have a descending triangle, does it not? We have lower highs being made into that 2170 support, which, mind you, that was resistance back in November. Do you guys remember the high from the end of November? That was at $22 pretty much. So we're testing that level right now. Again, we have a descending triangle on that 20-day chart. If that plays out, we see more downside, we could be slipping to the very low 20s on Palantir stock. And from there, guys, 20, 21 bucks, if that doesn't hold, we could be in the teens like that. And to be honest, I've said this before, I'll say it again. That's where I'm looking to go all in on Palantir in the high teens, 17, 18. That's a great spot, in my opinion, for this stock on the dip. But yeah, I'm just being patient. You got to be patient. I don't think it's there quite yet. I think there's more downside by the looks of how it's looking right now. That doesn't mean I'm bearish or a perma bear or anything like that. All I'm saying is the charts don't look that great for the bulls in the short term here. We kind of got a pump fake a couple of days ago. We had a bit of a pump fake there. We thought it was going to break out. It didn't. And now the triangle's looking more obvious than ever. So I'm going to set my alert at, let me do two alerts here. One at $22 per share, mark is at or below, and I'll do another one at $21.75. Let me do that right now. Mark is at or below $21.75. And yeah, of course, I'm going to be keeping a super close eye on it. Maybe I'll do another follow-up video tomorrow, maybe not. Either way, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any of the content. And by the way, does that Head and Shoulders not look like it's intact still? Clearly it does, guys. So be careful. That's all I'm saying. Be careful here on Palantir. And my dog's having a nightmare down here, guys. She's shaking and doing that thing dogs do when they have nightmares and making the noises. You guys know that have dogs. Ibiza, it's okay. All right, there we go. But yeah, guys, pretty nasty red day today for Palantir, for the entire stock market, and not many stocks on the watch list were green today. Actually, wait, there were some, but not many. And the funny thing is, NVIDIA was green today. What do you know? NVDA is the ticker, if you guys didn't know, which I'm sure all of you guys know that. We had NVIDIA up 2% on the day, and now it's looking like it's trying to rally back over the 180 moving average, over the 50 moving average on the 4-hour chart as well. It is fighting its hardest right now, guys. We'll see if it fully does that. I'll set my alert at 8. Maybe I'll do it at 880 for now. Mark is at or above, and we'll see where it goes from there. And let me see what else. We had Coinbase up over 3% on the day. What the heck's going on with Coinbase? Looks like we are getting some buyers above the 180 moving average. It looks like we still have this wedge intact, so we'll see if it breaks out. That could be a nice breakout play above 265. I'll set my alert there right now. Mark is at or above $265 per share. Let me see what else. Amazon, there we go, baby. Amazon 2%, or not 2%. That'd be great. 0.2% green day for Amazon. It's at $185. And if I had to guess, full disclosure, I'm long Amazon, but if I had to guess, in the short term, we're going all-time highs. We're about a couple bucks away. I think, honestly, if I had to guess, we're going over $200 in the short term. I could be wrong, not guaranteed, not financial advice, but I'm loving Amazon, guys. I'm bullish on the company, and they're actually reporting earnings fairly soon here in a couple of weeks, so keep your eyes on Amazon, AMZN. What else? We had CrowdStrike up on the day, 0.6%. Oh my goodness, guys, CrowdStrike looking pretty good on the day, but this chart is not looking that great. We are still under the moving averages. We have a death cross, so let me set my alert at 325. We'll see if we do end up breaking out of there, maybe for a push back to the mid 300s on CRWD. I'm watching out for that. Let me see one more here, guys. Looks like Meta keeps on moving, which if I'm not in Meta right now, guys, I'm not touching Meta. There's no way. This thing's at all-time highs, going like crazy, going up like crazy, and earnings are coming up here in about 2 weeks. So we saw what happened last time. The stock went ballistic, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen again. But either way, I'm watching it. I'm covering it for earnings. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button while you're at it. And before you click off this video, check out the Patreon down below if you guys want to see me build out my $100 a week portfolio. We've been doing that for about a year now. Check that out. You see all the moves there, my charts, all my call outs. The Discord chat is through the Patreon link down below, and you might as well get your 7 fractional shares for Moomoo of the Mag 7 stocks as well with a $100 deposit by using that link down below, or by going to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo, or by checking out the QR code right here, guys. So check out those links, and with that being said, I'll see you later.